Hey everyone, I'm Carly and I've got a little yoga sequence planned for you to calm the nervous system and sort of help you feel awake and creative and free. If you're practicing social distancing or you're not feeling so hot for whatever reason, you haven't come to the studio to take a yoga class, I hope this can feel yummy in your body. We'll keep it nice and quick. So put on some yoga pants, grab yourself a towel or a mat or a rug, and let's get going. So we're gonna start on your back. You can bring the soles of your feet to the mat and lie down comfortably. Place your hands on your belly and just check in with your breath. Notice what it's doing naturally. You can take a big deep breath in when you're ready. Notice how that feels in your ribs, in your belly, in your chest, in your neck, and then release. We'll do a few more just like that, really letting everything go on those exhales. Notice if you're tensing between your eyebrows, in your jaw. If your head is uncomfortable, you're always welcome to place a pillow underneath your head. We'll do two more. On this next inhale, draw it in for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top for 3, savoring the breath for 2, 1, and then release long for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let your breath return back to normal. Notice how it feels. Notice how your brain and your body feel. Give yourself just a few minutes here to give your mind a break. It often is going a million miles a minute, especially when we're feeling stressed. So just give yourself permission to be still. Check in with the sensations in your body. How do the tips of your toes feel? Mine feel cold. How do your fingertips and wrists feel? I feel a little tingly. Check in with the space right between your eyebrows. If it feels tense, maybe give it a little massage. Practicing awareness, this body, this breath, the space that you're in, the sounds around you, right here and right now. And when you're ready, go ahead and press yourself up to a seat. You can rise slowly. You're going to come to sit crisscross applesauce with your head stacked over your heart and your heart stacked over your hips. A nice tall spine. If you feel like you're rounding through your spine when you sit this way, you can sit any way where your spine feels tall and even place a pillow or something underneath your tailbone. That can help to tilt the pelvis and really help you sit nice and tall. So from here, let's bring the hands to heart center. This is an awesome reminder when your hands are at heart center to lift your sternum. Just sit nice and tall. Take one more big breath in. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. Awesome. If you like to work with intention in your practice, now's the time to set that intention. For me today, I'm just really focusing on getting present and finding moments of rest. So not pushing myself as hard as I can, but really just honoring my body where it is today. And if that feels a little stressed and tired, maybe you're a 6 of 10 today and not a 10 of 10, let yourself be that, meet yourself where you are. Awesome. So let's go ahead and interlace those fingers together. We're going to press the palms forward, and as we do this, round through the spine. So you're pulling your sternum and your belly button all the way back towards the wall behind you, pressing your palms forward. Tuck your chin a little bit here. And then reach the palms up towards the sky. Lift the chest towards the sky. Let the gaze follow the palms. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, round through the spine. Tucking the chin, doming through the upper shoulder blades here. I'll give you a little side view here. Creating body awareness. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round through the spine. Waking up that spine, waking up the space right below the belly button here. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, round it through. We'll do one more just like this. Inhale, reach. And exhale, round. Awesome job. Bring your hands to your knees and set your spine back to center, back to neutral. Nice tall spine. We're going to start to find some circles here with the hips, kind of like an old-fashioned coffee grinder. So we'll reach the heart forward, reaching, and then back and around. So maybe you can't get this spine articulating in the way that mine is. So maybe you're just moving here, your body in circles. So you're starting to wake up the hips, wake up the sacral chakra, the space right above the pelvis and below the belly button here. Moving it around, really exploring, so finding anything that feels good to you here. And if this is super uncomfortable in your body, you're always welcome to come to a tabletop pose and wiggle it out here. Sometimes that feels a little more freeing. So wherever you are, take 3 more breaths. Find your gentle movement. Maybe your hips snap, crackle, and pop. Awesome. And then once you come back to center, we're going to make our way to a forward fold at the top of the yoga mat. So however you need to get there, we're going to have our feet about hip width distance, which is really only, if you were to go shaka with your hands, it's only about that far, maybe 2 fists. Bend your knees as much as you need to here, and then find that fold. See if you can let your torso drape over your thighs. Shake your head yes and no, letting the head dangle. Finding ease. Now, if your hamstrings are super tight, bend your knees. You can also step your feet wider. That's going to allow for a little more space in the hamstrings. Take a couple more deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting those exhales be a bit longer than the inhales. That's going to help us tap out of our sympathetic nervous system or fight or flight and into our parasympathetic nervous system where we feel calm and at ease. Awesome job. On an inhale, find a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or to your thighs and really stretch the center of your head forward. So notice if you're cranking your chin forward here, then find length through the back of the neck by tucking the chin slightly. Pull the low belly in here. Long, long, long. Shoulder blades are slightly pinched together behind the back. Take one more breath in. Exhale, fold it all the way down. Great work. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your left leg back. So we want the front knee to stack over the front ankle here. Drop your left knee down. So I like to drop the knee more on the quad side of the knee rather than directly on the patella. I've got sensitive knees. And you're always welcome to slide a blanket or double over your yoga mat underneath that knee if it feels sensitive here. Start to scissor the inner thighs together, super strong, and reach the arms all the way up overhead. Anjaneyasana, kneeling lunge here, kneeling warrior. Notice the tendency to want to crash through the hips. That's okay. But for right now, we're going to scissor the inner thighs together. Again, finding that head over heart, heart over hip alignment here. Reach the arms up overhead. Take an inhale, stretch tall. And then exhale, relax the shoulders. Great work. Reach the hands around behind the back. Clasp the fingers together. And then take a chest expansion. Reach the fists down towards the yoga mat. The heels of the hands pull together. And then we're getting extra broad across the collarbones here. Notice if your head is crashing back or ducking down. Really see if you can find super length through the neck and then move the chin back in space, gazing up towards the sky. Do you feel that stretch across your collarbones? Awesome job. Go ahead and align back everything, head over heart, heart over hips, and bring the fists around to the left hip. We're going to reach the left arm high, really thinking of lengthening through the spine here, and then twist to the right. So that left elbow will come outside the right thigh. And from here, really lengthen tailbone to crown of the head as you inhale. And then peel the right shoulder open as you deepen through the twist. Maybe your gaze follows your right shoulder. We're here for a couple more breaths. I'm going to switch directions for you. Awesome job. On an inhale, reach both arms up overhead. And then on an exhale, float the fingertips down to the yoga mat. Activate your back leg so the knee lifts away from the mat. And then step the left leg to meet the right, coming back to your forward fold. On an inhale, shake the head, yes. Exhale, shake it, no. And then find another halfway lift. Pinch the shoulder blades together, stretch the crown of the head forward. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees. This time you're stepping the right leg back, bringing that right knee down to the yoga mat, finding that nice 90-degree bend in this front knee. So tendency is going to be to create this harsh angle in the knee, but that can damage the ligaments. So we really want to scooch that knee forward and find that nice knee stacked over ankle here. So again, peel your left hip crease back, scissor the inner thighs together. We sweep the arms up overhead, take an inhale. Relax your shoulders away from the ears on your exhale. Nice job. Low belly is tight. Interlace those fingers behind the back. And then take your chest expansion. See if you can put the other thumb on top, the one that feels a little funky. Reach the heart towards the sky. One more breath here. Low belly is tight. Collarbones are broad. Bringing awareness into the neck. And then bring everything to stack up in a nice line. And bring the fists around to the right hip. Inhale, reach the right arm high. And then exhale, twist to the left, right elbow outside the left thigh, peeling your left lung open here. If this bind in the hand is bothering the shoulder, you're always welcome to bring your hands in prayer. I'll switch direction again here. Bringing those hands in prayer. Take another big breath in. And then exhale, deepen through that twist wherever you are. We'll reach the arms all the way up overhead. Inhale, stretch tall. And then exhale, float those fingertips all the way down to the mat. Great job. Activate your back knee just like we did before. And then you can take 10 baby steps or one big step here, making your way back to forward fold. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Notice if you're holding tension in the jaw, maybe stick your tongue out. Lion's breath. Inhale, halfway lift, pinch the shoulder blades together, find a flat back. And then exhale, fold. Bend your knees with a nice tall spine, rise all the way up, coming to standing, mountain pose. Root down through your feet, pull your low belly in and up, chest is lifted here. Reach the arms high. Pull your low belly in tight, so we're really keeping the low body stable here. We're gonna cactus the elbows wide. Look up towards the sky and think of drawing the shoulder blades together and down the back here like you're doing a lat pull. Inhale, arms reach back up. And exhale, fold it down. Great work. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Plant the hands, step the feet back to high plank. Now in high plank, we want to stack the shoulders over the wrists, maybe even a little forward. Pull the low belly in tight. So I'm going to take my sweatshirt off here, breaking a sweat. So tendency is to crash through the low back, crash through the abs, crash through the shoulders. What we want to do instead, press away from the mat so you're almost doming through the upper back, pull the low belly in tight, and lift the hips up on level with the shoulders. See if you can hold here for 5, 4, 3, nice work, just 2, and 1. Drop your knees down to the yoga mat, look forward, shift forward so your body stays in a nice long line, hug your elbows into your ribs like your arms are in a figure 11, and lower down, knees, chest, chin to the yoga mat. Awesome job. Extend your legs long. Press your hip points into the yoga mat. Press the tops of the feet into the yoga mat so that the quads engage. Nice work. Bring your hands out as wide as your yoga mat or a little wider than shoulder width distance, and tent your fingertips up like you have a present, your favorite cupcake, your favorite candy, under your hands. And we're going to inhale, lift the heart away from the mat, pull the elbows into the side body, wide cobra. Exhale, lower down. So see if you can kind of make a wave with your spine here. Inhale, lift up. We're going to do this 2 more times. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, yogis. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Great work. Slide those hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. So you can press through tabletop pose, or if you would like to do this, and you can do it without doing the worm, press all the way up through plank. Nice job. Exhale, down dog. Ooh, first downward dog of the day. Pedal your feet out. Bending one knee, pressing one heel down towards the mat. Now in downward dog, really think of pressing through the whole palm. So all 10 fingertips, the heel of the hand, especially the triad of the hand, the index finger and thumb. Make sure the wrists aren't lifting away. We really want to press through the wrists. And so we're going to get tension in the wrists here if the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Think of sliding the shoulder blades up the back in space, lengthening the heart back. And then if you need to here, you can bend your knees to tilt your tailbone up towards the sky. Your low belly is nice and engaged. Hello, Winston. And then exhale, press your heels down, lengthening through the backs of the legs. The whole back body is long here. Super active, super engaged. Take one more big breath in. Stay for your exhale. Nice work. Inhale, gaze to meet your hands. Go for a walk with bent knees. Bring your feet all the way up to meet your hands in forward fold. On an inhale, find a halfway lift. Pinch your shoulder blades together, flat back. And on your exhale, fold. Great work. Bend your knees. Rise all the way up. Back to Tadasana. Back to mountain pose. And then we're going to swing the right arm underneath the left arm here. You can bring the backs of the hands to touch or the palms to touch. Or if you can, bring your arms in a big bear hug if this doesn't feel good. Awesome. So sink your hips down and back. Low belly is super tight here, and then lift your right knee up and over your left. So you can kickstand the foot here, and if that's if you're needing to kickstand the foot for balance, you can always bring the foot in front of the knee. Otherwise, lift it up and over. You can kickstand, or take your right leg and start to wrap it around your left. Maybe it'll just come here, or maybe you can actually bind your ankle around your standing leg. And if you're like, what the heck, Carly? Just bring your toes back down. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna turn this way. This is eagle pose, Garudasana. Low belly is tight. Again, think of stacking the head over the heart over the hips, and sliding your back down a wall here. Super strong. Low belly is tight. So you've got so much oppositional energy in the body. The arms are pressing against each other. The legs are pressing against each other. Those left toes are pointing straight forward. Hold here, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing for 3, 2, 1. Good job. With control, lift your right knee up towards your chest. And then step your right leg all the way back in space, coming to a high crescent lunge. So again, see if you can keep your arms in that bind. Front knee stacks over the front ankle here. Notice if that left hip is popping forward. Peel the left hip crease back in space. Hips are square. If you're feeling any pinching in the low back, you can always bend your back knee. On an inhale, lift your elbows up towards the sky. And if you've got your hands wrapped, just lift your heart up towards the sky. Awesome job. Come back to center. Now we're going to slice the air with our hands. Rotate your right foot down to be parallel with the short edge of the mat. And then that left heel is intersecting the right arch or aligned with that right heel. Bring your left hand to your left inner thigh and spiral that inner thigh up towards the sky. Karate chop the air with your hands, gaze over your left fingertips. This is warrior two. One more breath. Sink 2 inches deeper in your front knee because you can. Great job. Flip your left palm, high five the back wall. Little to no weight in this back hand, just letting it trickle down, or you can take that half bind like we did at the beginning. Awesome job. From here, we're gonna windmill the hands all the way down to the yoga mat, plant them, and just like we did before, step that left foot up to meet the front foot, forward fold. Back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, reach the arms high. This time we're gonna come to eagle or Garudasana on the other side. So the left arm comes underneath the right. You can take that big bear hug, backs of the hands to touch or palms to touch. And then your left knee is gonna lift up and over the right. Kickstanding those toes if you need to. Squeezing muscle against muscle, bone against bone. Strong through the core, sliding down that wall behind your back. We're here for 3. Keep breathing for 2. Awesome job, last one. And then lift your left knee up and kick it straight back, coming to that high crescent lunge. Now if you landed here and you need to adjust, squaring those hips, catching your balance, right? So those are those inner thighs together for balance. Awesome job. On an inhale, lift your heart up towards the sky. Keep your low belly nice and strong. Think of lifting here rather than crashing back. It's just an upward motion. Awesome. And then rotate your left foot down parallel with the short edge of the mat and slice your arms. Slice the air with your hands. Warrior two. So notice if this front knee is knocking in, we want to spiral that inner thigh up towards the sky so the knee's tracking over the center toes rather than the inner toes. Flip your front hands. High five the back wall. Getting super long through both side bodies here. If you need to, you can take that bind with that half bind with the back arm. Pressing firmly through the outer edge of your back foot. Take one more big breath in. And then windmill your arms all the way down to the yoga mat, landing in runner's lunge. Spike those back heels so the hips are square, and then step the back foot front up to meet the front foot, 10 baby steps or 1 big step. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Great job. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. Bend your knees generously, sink your hips down and back, rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. So your low back is nice and long. The belly is not crashing forward. We're also not in a cat pose. Nice neutral spine. Bring the hands to heart center. Lift the sternum up towards the thumbs. Take an inhale. On the exhale, okay, here we go. Bring the left elbow to the left inner thigh. So we're coming into a prayer twist, but this is a pretty gentle twist. So use the force of pressing elbow against thigh, thigh against elbow to peel your right shoulder open. Think of lengthening tailbone to crown of the head on the inhales, and then deepening through that twist on the exhales. Notice if your left knee pops way out in front of your right. See if you can peel your left hip crease back to realign those knees. Nice job. One more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Keep your hips low. Inhale, come through center, and we're going to twist the other way. So right elbow to the inside of the right elbow. Right elbow to the inside of the right knee. Peel the left shoulder open. Taking 3 breaths here. Long spine on the inhales. Deepening through the twist on the exhales. Peeling your left shoulder open. Peeling your right hip crease back. Awesome job. Keep those hips low. Inhale through center. All right, reach your hands forward. Sink the weight back into your heels. Your hips are reaching back, back, back. See how far down you can go. We're coming all the way to the floor in 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And if you needed to drop down, use your hands. That's totally okay. We've got one more little exercise here, and then we're gonna cool it down. Root down through your sits bones, your low belly stays tight. Loop your hands around your hamstrings and lift your sternum tall so your back is nice and straight. Come to your tippy toes. Awesome, so this might be a lot of work through the belly here. Stay here if it is. If you wanna go a little bit deeper, maybe you float the toes away from the yoga mat. Now if you do that and you start to round through the spine, bring your toes back down. We're here for 3. If you wanna go deeper, you can release the hands. 2, and 1. Nice work, lower the feet. Scooch the hips forward so there's plenty of mat behind you and lie down on your back. Reach the arms long by your side. Scooch the heels in towards the glutes. Root down through the feet. We're gonna lift the hips up, bridge pose. So think of lifting the hips towards the sky, the heart towards the chin, and the chin towards the sky here. Pressing through the palms, or you can interlace them together and roll the shoulder heads under the body, finding external rotation in the shoulders. We're here for 3. Keep breathing for 2. And 1. On your exhale, lower down vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow. Awesome. Windshield wiper your knees left to right. Bring the soles of the feet back to the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. If this is enough through that outer right hip, you're welcome to stay here. If you'd like a deeper stretch, loop your hands through your left hamstring or grab for your left shin and pull the knees back toward you. Relax the upper body on the mat here. There's a tendency to want to push, 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 but really see if you can relax. Maybe if you can place a pillow underneath your head here. If you need more, you can press this right knee away from the body. We're here for 3. Keep breathing. One more breath. Great work. And then drop the knees over to the left. So the sole of the right foot is going to come to the yoga mat. Cactus the elbows wide. Notice if this right shoulder is lifting away from the yoga mat. That's okay. Just really try to relax through this. If this is too much, just uncross the legs. Take a regular old supine twist. And then if you're okay with that extra twist through the spine, gaze over the right shoulder. Big stretch here. Relax. And we'll come all the way back through center. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. And take your reclined pigeon pose on this side or your reclined figure 4. Try to take the same thing you did on the other side, keeping our sides nice and even unless you're working through an injury that this allows you from doing so. Relaxing your ankles, maybe roll them out. Relax your face, your jaw, that space between your eyebrows. Come back to your intention for practice. Getting super present, allowing yourself to slow it down, find some ease. And then just like we did before, drop the knees over to the right, this time bringing the sole of the left foot to the yoga mat. And we'll cactus the elbows wide. Only if it feels okay in the neck. Gaze over your left shoulder and breathe for 3 breaths. Awesome job. Come all the way back through center. Give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze your forehead in towards your knees. Hug yourself like you mean it. Tell yourself you love yourself. Find a moment of gratitude to yourself for showing up on your yoga mat today. Take a big breath in. Squeeze every muscle in the body for 3, 2, 1. Release. Send the legs long, the arms long. Lying down, final resting pose. Final shavasana, corpse pose. Really allow yourself to take up space. Expand beyond your yoga mat if you need to. Close your eyes. Place your hands wherever they're comfortable. Release the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, creating ease in the jaw. Let your attachment to the outside world, the sounds around you, really anything besides the gentle ebb and flow of your natural breath, just let it all fade into the distance. Giving yourself permission to be totally still in your body and in your mind for just a few moments here. You can stay here as long as you like. I would encourage you to stay here for 5 minutes if you have the time. When you're ready, you can get up slowly. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to show up for yourself and practice with me today. It's an honor. Let's bring those hands to heart center and close out with one deep breath in and an open mouth exhale. Great work. Have a beautiful day and be well.